So, Gacha has responded to the whole insults. Well, it's not just insults. I guess I can't call them insults. Very disgusting insinuations that Saint Sanchez has been doing towards Smack, trumping what he's done previously with Genazad. This is like doing what he did, which was also a huge mistake, which was the biggest negative PR Saint has ever gotten in his arc of shit talking individuals for the sake of shit talking individuals online. Like, look, this is something I always said since the start of this, and I know I get a lot of hate for it, but I still stand by it. Considering the environment we're in, seeing people behave in shit talking, not having the best mannerism is understandable considering the environment we're in. If you don't want to get hit on by a gay guy, don't go to a gay bar, right? Like, it's to be expected. If you walk into certain environments, you're going to expect certain behaviors. However, there is a line. Just because it's somewhat okay to do certain things doesn't mean you can do everything. There are lines to not cross. And Saint, unfortunately, has crossed that already with Genazad. It has crossed that once again with Smack. You want to know what's funny, chat? Smack and Genazad are actually really close as CCs. Like, they seem to be very cordial and chill with each other. I find it surprising that he went after the same type of people that I, for one, personally truly like their takes about the gacha games and I tend to have very similar thoughts as those two. And like when Jenna talks or when Smack talks, a lot of what they're saying is exactly something I was already thinking, or most lovely is when they go something that I could not see that angle. I'm like, God, hey, you know what? You're definitely right on that one. And so Smack responded to the entire allegations. We have Smack over here going over the situation in his VOD, which we want to go over, of course. He's going to start off with a TLDR, but for the TLDR of how he responded to the new insinuations, very disgusting insinuations that St. Thomas has made towards him, he took that with grace. He actually ha-ha'd on it. And Saint, as we said in our previous video, has been caught lying when it comes to even the picture he was painting, as he's trying to insinuate those disgusting things about Smack. And also, I think from what I could tell, Saint is actually being played by the drama goblins in his chat that are actively trying to get even someone like me that's trying to be as impartial as possible and not harbor hatred towards either him or Mr. Pokey, even someone that I've publicly stated that I do not really respect in terms of behaviors and I don't necessarily like, but I do not hate the individual. There's a fine line between those two sentiments, and they are actively trying to get even someone like me to have to perpetuate the negative sentiments we may have towards one another, even though I'm just trying to be as impartial as possible and hopefully make people see different angles and the nuance to all of this that hopefully can make us all come together at the end of the day and go, you know what? I was kind of tripping here. You were kind of tripping here. You know what? It's all good. Let's just keep it pushing. And, you know, be grown-ass adults about all this. But tough because there's an audience that want the exact opposite. And this audience is actively going against what, for example, someone like me is trying to do, unfortunately. But this is Smack's TLDR, and we're going to go from there as he is talking about what Saint is saying about him. So this is us. So this is Saint reacting to Smack, and Smack reacting to Saint, reacting to Smack, and you know what? Mini Smack reacting to Smack, reacting to Saint, reacting to Smack. All right, so we have quite the react section going on here. All right, let's get to it.
Yo, Unc, what is the beef against Saint? TLDR, bro lied about a take I made because he was crashing out over not getting invited to a podcast. I called him out on the lie by showing in 4K what I actually said. And I did call him Lord Farquaad and say, stop tweaking over nothing. I think that made him crash out. And then he quoted that tweet. And instead of going, damn, you know what? You're right. You didn't say that. He instead called me a grifter for infield.
I remember back in the day, me and Smack, he had a disagreement. So here's the thing. I think the context was he wanted to react to the SSR thing because the leak, or I can't remember. Anyway, it was about SSR's. I think it was Akron. So Akron was about to be released, and they were gonna make Braxophone had like. What's that thing called? Beta access. He had beta access, and Smack wanted to react to that. And they said, you cannot react to that. If you react to that, we're going to copyright strike you. Smack said, bet. Yeah, early access footage. Yeah, there it is. Early access footage. Smack said, bet. I said, you know what? And a lot of creators had outrage for SSR at the time. Smack just said, bet. I'm gonna take the bullet for everybody here. Yeah, I'm gonna react to this shit, and you guys better show to YouTube why this isn't fair use. I was like, hey, Smack, are you sure you want this fire? Like, it's SSR, they listen, because at the time we thought SSR listened. The famous trap most gacha players fall under when a game is still fresh and new. Devs listen and shit at that time until they just change up on you. And he just cooked, man. I can't remember what he said, but he just cooked me. I made a whole video about it, and I was respectful about it, and that's it. Me and Smack remained cordial ever since. I didn't insult him on that, nothing like that. Like, it's just like I just explained my stance on the things. And yeah, it was fun. And here's the thing: you want to know what's funny, chat? All the Smack defense videos I've ever made are probably the most disliked videos of all time. I have a lot of incentive to distance myself from this motherfucker. Like a lot of my algorithm and people I have on my channel just dislike Smack, and like as soon as I run any type of nuance or like some form of defense for Smack for people to stay their hand, people just obliterate me by association. So
Black and white lie. You know what? Let's take a break and look at it, bro. It's the most black and white lie of all time, bro. Let me see. Let me pull up the bookmark. Yeah. People who are sensitive to sexual content. No, it's not that. It is. Here we go. I found it. It's right here. It's right here. So he says this was his response, right? Relax, grift to Smack. Go play Infill 1.2 for your sponsored stream, and then never play it again until 1.3. By the way, chat. My brother Tectone did the same thing with Wuwa. Every CC does this. It's smart business. It's literally just smart business.
There it is. It is really that simple. It's not a big deal.
Like grandstands about content creators. But guess what? Every guide maker in the space, they'll drop their 2 guides for the 2 characters, and then you'll see them again with the next patch.
Yes.
So he's not. Remember, I told y'all his dumbass does insults to adjacent people without realizing it. Like him doing this to me is him basically calling every single guide maker in the space that drops guides for sponsored content on games. He's calling them grifters as well.
And if he's called out about that, he's gonna twist it and make it seem different. It's kind of what Saint does, which is something that's if you don't catch on to that, it's pretty it's pretty apparent. It's like, wake up, man.
It's the same concept when he called me a daughter fucker for the aiming bit. It's like, okay, so you're calling Nicholas Light and Gigi. Okay, all right, well, you're calling.
Yeah, there's some AOE there too. Absolutely, I see what Smack is saying, and there's some AOE there, 100%.
Friends with Lucario. Okay, so you're calling Tech that too? Like, yeah, the guy's an idiot, man. I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
I wouldn't call him an idiot. I would call him like when he goes full rage mode. He's like Broly. He starts shooting at everybody, whether it's ally. He starts friendly firing at people around him because he's berserk. He goes berserk mode, and he's just starts destroying everybody around him.
I just saw this clip right here, just for quick context.
They got a podcast going on right now. Okay, yeah, I already know this shit. I already know this shit is gonna be a disaster. You got the 2 podcast assassins over here. Jenna already looks like he's about to go re-roll. Okay, this
is when bro was salty that he didn't get invited to the podcast, right? So he was literally just like, he was tweaking, but he was trying to act like he wasn't tweaking.
Yeah.
And then you got Mr. Pokey as well. Oh God. Oh fucking God. Yeah.
You know the funny thing about this dude, though, chat? It's not just Saint that's crashing out about this. It's also his what do you call it? His parasocial, chronically online Wuwa community, the type that like hold grudges forever, the type that never stop.
There it is. I like how Smack just said the type that holds grudges forever. You see, it's not the entire Saint on Chess community. It's those guys in particular, specific to them.
Calling Genizat 7 out of 10. They're never going to forget the one moment that they didn't like about him. Same people who are never going to forget that they didn't like my 3.1 story, and so now I'm evil for the ends of time to them. These are the same people that belong in Saint's community. Same exact type audience, literally semen type audience. Yeah, it's literally like pathetic, but they're just as mad as Saint because these are people that they will never, ever, ever forgive, and they're always going to hate. It's literally the most childish, I ain't never going to grow up ass mentality ever.
No, okay.
It's literally, now, sorry to the ladies, but I think even the ladies will agree. This is girl drama. They do exactly what the girls do. You know, I would call them bitches. This is what the bitches do. Even the girls look at the bitches and go, man, you guys, how the fuck do you guys do that? Shouts out to the ladies and the girls out there. But the bitches, man, are they hold grudges for years, bro. Years. It's like, how am I living this rent-free? In your head, girl, like, goddamn. What?
Did you see Smack's 3.1 story? Fuck, he's a horrible human being.
Get me the fuck out of.
Keep in mind, these same people dick rode the living shit out of us when we was giving the game praise for like 7 patches in a row. Jenna included.
There, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, get me the fuck out, bro. You got Ryuku, Mr. Pokey, and Genizat on the same podcast. Oh, this shit is a fucking disaster. Holy fuck. Yeah, no. Get me the fuck out of there.
And everybody roasted him when he said this. He was like, get me the fuck out of there. Everybody was cooking this nigga because they're like, well, bro, you weren't invited in the first place. What do you mean get you out? Like, you joined in of your own accord, uninvited. So like this shit was hilarious because like
Yeah, what he's trying to say is like, even if you were to invite me, I wouldn't say yes. And I think even Smack said so earlier in the VOD because like we're at like an hour and 39 minutes. But like I think prior to that, I heard him say something in the lines of, I didn't even invite him because I already know his answer was just going to be. It's like if those guys are going to be there, it's not going to be there. It's like why even bother inviting him? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not going to let you like sit there and farm aura over me, extending an olive branch to you or something.
he's doing his shit to his with his chat. Like, you know what I'm saying? The chat, I get it. I
bro.
get it.
Holy shit. Yeah, get me the fuck out, bro. You got Ryuku, Mr. Pokey. Holy shit, that's a fucking disaster.
Sane didn't even join the group call Techson was arranging. That's such a sad part, man. Tech was really trying. Sane just made it impossible. And okay, another point that is very important. You guys know I like CJ, I like Cap, right? Like I'm cool with everybody, but the reality is, at some point, they too also started to lose the plot, and they got so angry and so reactive to all this that they also just could not allow us to really work things out because they all wanted a W. Saint wanted a W, and they also wanted a W. And when someone needs to have a W and is not ready to meet in the middle ground because they believe they are the ones in the right and they're not willing to give any inch to the other side, it's just not gonna work. It's gonna be a shit show. And I think Tectone recognized that. That's why that didn't happen.
Jenna got what he wanted, right? Hey, they all got what they wanted, bro. None of them should be upset. Smack was one of the people that bitched about the number of anniversary banners. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bitched about those too. I'm pretty sure he called them. I'm pretty sure they called the man.
Bro started spitting up. He started to almost spit some bars there at the end with the A.
The
So yeah, immediately took Chatter's word at face value without verifying, without even like clarifying, like, okay, you know what? I'm not sure if we're gonna buy that. Like, you have proof of that? You have a clip of that? He took it and even vouched for it himself, right? You know how earlier when I was with Skull CJ, like he was listing out all of those things that Saint has said about every single CC.
This is what he's talking about. I'm glad he brought that up because I haven't read this and I'm actually curious on what this has here. This is CJ's list of creators that have beef with Saints. And apparently, I'm in this shit too. I'm here, chat. That's right. I have failed in my mission to be the #1 Saint Contest defender forever. I have failed, chat. L's in the chat for me, chat. L's for me. I have failed. It's over, chat. It's over. I'm cooked, chat. I'm cooked. So, Sweetely's on the thing. How the fuck? What? Sweetely's here? Oh, hell no. What? Oh, dude. This is gonna be crazy. Okay, what? CJ is clapping on that one. He must be lying. I think he just AoE'd her there, too. There's no way. Sweetly, you're gonna go after our girl, Sweetly? We all know Sweetly is the... What? All right, let's read this. You know what? I could be fanboying here because I really like Sweetly and her content. I think she what she offers to the space is so good, man. Like, huge shout out to Sweetly. Read everything right off the bat. All right, so we're gonna have a hard time here because I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so we have a hard time with reading. According to Saint Tontas, he's an angel. Whoop. That's me. I said that. He has a heart of gold. That's right. But it turns out I have a heart of gold. So I guess, unfortunately, it was me. I was projecting, unfortunately. And everybody else is a meanie head to him. Why, guys? Why would anybody go at someone so innocent? That's a good question. Maybe his behavior incites this very thing. It truly breaks my heart. Let's hear some wonderful things Saint Tontas has said, I guess, about other CCs and game communities in the gacha space, most with zero evidence. Captain Cabinet, Obsessed X, which was the biggest fumble Saint has ever done in his career. This was the biggest fumble. That he got magic cylindered immediately. He literally, it was that bike meme. You know, he just hit himself and he's like, oh no, why am I getting cooked now? It's like, dude, this was so unnecessary. She respected that. I don't know, man. Because you typically hear, like, in a couple's drama, typically it's the girl making an expose on the guy. Like, seeing the opposite here was crazy. Speaking of crazy, so Cap is crazy. An argument could be made for that. Cap is very silly, and sometimes I'm like, is this girl crazy? It's like, what? What? I'm playing. Schizo, no, she's just silly. Doxer, that's Foxhole. Viewbotter, I don't know about that. Cunt and bitch. Well, considering her sub alert, I'm playing. Grifter and Shield. I think this applies to everybody, right? Yeah, so he's gonna have Grifter and Shill for everybody. Yeah, I can see that a lot already. Genazad. By the way, this is accurate. Grifter and Shill is accurate for everybody because we're all shilling for the things that we like, and we grift because that's just the nature of the game, which is being a CC. You have to grift to what's popular, to what the audience wants to see. Genazad. PDF. Likes children. Viewbotter. Okay. Foxhole, crazy drunk, obsessed. I would say this is accurate. And when it comes to Foxhole, I would say obsessed and Doxer both are accurate. These are accurate. Hey, Foxhole, he even admits to this himself. Hey, we're not gonna chew the gum here. Zome, hardcore racist, grifter shill. I think this is some racism at some point, but I'm not sure if he's like actually racist nowadays. People change, people wake up from that. So like, hey Zome, if you could just redeem yourself in that, hey, shouts out to you, man. If that's the if you manage to redeem yourself, if not, you got some work to do, buddy. Magi, a rat conspirator. I don't know about that. Viewbotter. It was just the sponsors that viewbot her. We already went over her. Ryuku Sensei, freak, crazy. He just gets angry a lot. I think Ryuku has to have an anger problem as well. That makes him low himself to levels he has no business lowering himself. Like it's complete. I feel like Ryuku Sensei is a true example of people just losing aura for no reason. Like you're here and then it's like you're here and then you just stop dropping yourself. Oh wow, shit. You're here and then you're just dropping yourself. Like it's so meh. Wallenstein, rat and traitor. I don't think so, but sure. Rich Campbell. I don't know who that is. Delusional failure. Okay. Smack, PDF, children, alcoholic, on crack, doxer, viewbotter. And none of which are true. Pixel tree, fake, failure, meathead. Meathead? Oh, because he's big. Okay. I wouldn't call him fake. He seems very genuine and very kind, actually. That's why, like, I was very disheartened when he was like poking fun at me. I was like, it's so out of character. It feels like Arcado Zodan. PDF likes children shill. Oh, this one's not a grifter. Yo, Arcado, you got off scot-free, man. Pharaohs, rat, fake, grifter shill. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Rat, fake, soft, grifter, shill. Huh? Okay. Sarah of the Lake, crazy, upset. Okay, obsessed is also correct. And crazy, schizo is also true. Yo, Sarah, we appreciate you, baby, but these are true. These are true. Loki Gacha, crazy, obsessed, maybe. PDF, that's crazy. Likes kit. Anyway, Fob Master, a cuck. A cuck. Damn. So the one with the actual girlfriend is a cuck. Fake, viewbotter, and shill. Okay, Tuhu, crazy crackhead. Okay, Tuhu, crazy, kind of works. The whole gotcha, God. That's a little, you know. Athoma, loser, obsessed, rat, etc. Anyway, I guess the list goes on. You know what? I want to look at me and, Box Stew. Let's see, Box Stew. Rat, fake. Okay, great. Tectone, didn't do anything for Saint. Okay. Like what? He went hands off. That's a bad thing. He said you can fight your own battles. I believe in you. What? Sweetly. So Sweetly is a rat and a fake. How? Yo, chat, what's the context to this? Do we know? She's a rat and a fake. How, Sway? How? The tournament? Someone sounds salty, bro. Someone sounds salty as fuck. Anyway, that's me. VXV. Freak. I'm a freak? I'm a freak. So what makes me freaky? What makes me freaky? I'm a retard. You know what? When he said like the whole Schrodinger's retard, that shit was funny. And that's kind of accurate too. And that I think that applies to everybody. That applies to everybody. We all can be pretty stupid at times. So, you know what? If I'm like everybody, that's not an insult. Fine. VR super freak confirmed. You didn't glaze him enough. Fuck. I'm not a super freak. So I guess I am a freak for the glazing and the defending, but I'm not a super freak. Fuck. God damn it. We failed, chat. L's in the chat for me, chat. L's in the chat for me. I'm not a super freak. I'm a nobody. So I'm a nobody? Really? I'm a nobody? Oh no. What am I to do? What am I to do, chat? What am I to do? I'm nobody. Nobody. Did he have that shit for anyone else? Wait, is it just me? I'm the only nobody in this bitch. Oh, it's me and M-Tashed. It's me and M-Tashed. Hell yeah, we got our boy M-Tash in the house with me over there, man. So, I'm a nobody. Is it because of the numbers? Oh, it's because I have less than 5K subscribers. Oh, man. Hey, but hold on. We're moving up. We're very close. Hey, look at that. Hey, yo, chat. Can we make it 5K now that so I can stop being a nobody? Can you go to YouTube and just subscribe? Can we stop being make me stop being a nobody now, chat? Now.
The crazy thing is, I almost convinced myself that maybe I did do that because I do bitch about banners in HSR, but it's
Me
because
too.
the banners in HSR was always best in slot being reran with current new banner character. Right?
Yeah.
I would complain about that because HSR only ever did that. Right. But then
Yes.
this happened in Wuwa, and I had an entirely different take. Here's what I actually said.
Yeah, so there it is. So he did complain about SSR back in the day, but not this.
He said Smack doxed me, and I didn't even dox him. But this whole thing is happening, doxing me and all this crazy shit over Gacha Wuwa anniversary takes. It's completely changed up the wording, shift the narrative, deceptive.
Yes.
What lies he will say again later, I don't even know. I'm gonna be real, man. I don't know if I even want to watch the rest of this shit. It's just gonna be a bunch of fucking victim playing,
Yes.
narrative shifting, retarded
Of course.
shit. Like, holy bro, I don't know.
It's what Saint does. Like Saint is gonna do what Saint is gonna do. So yeah. Here's the thing, man. This is what Mr. Poker should have done from the start. Like, you just do what Smack is doing, and it would have been fine. You could leave him on red if you want to work a cordial relationship with the man, or you could do what Smack does.
My community knows what kind of person this individual is. I want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we're all on the
This
same
guy's
page.
A real dirtbag, bro. All he does is throw mud. All he does is try and slander and ruin your reputation with things that don't even be true 90% of the time. Like, this is just the kind of individual he is.
So he takes a piece of truth and warps it and transforms it into something that is barely recognizable from the actual truth. It's what Saint does. He does what the lawyers do. Because lawyers lie too, but they lie by changing the narrative and the perception of the truth by painting different pictures. So it's technically a lie that is based on truth. It's so weird and it's very dangerous. So yeah, V, you don't need to reframe it. He lies 99% of the time. No, but I'm just explaining. Disclaimer! I'm not defending this motherfucker. All I'm doing is explaining the shit. I forget I have to keep doing the goddamn disclaimer. Thank you for reminding me. The fact is, this is what he does, and this is very dangerous. Because here's the thing, when you start looking into the lie and they keep talking to you, because here's the thing, you cannot interact with Saint, but when someone does it to you, I want you to be better prepared. When this is happening to you, they can easily play around your head, and the reason why they can't is because there's some truth to it, and they will keep pointing it out, and then walk you through the transformation of it, where it starts to all of a sudden make sense to you when it shouldn't make any sense at all. So yeah, be very careful.
Not going to college, because I'm pretty sure Gacha Smack does not have a college degree.
Oh, here it is. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Oh hell no. Oh.
Okay, now that is weird, bro.
I want you to remember, Smack is literally building a house and shit.
That is so weird.
You know how much money you need to have to buy and build a house in America? That's a lot of money.
Huh? Where the fuck did that come from?
That's a good question.
Oh my god.
Results of, I think, not going to college, because
Why is he sure?
You know, he just says, I don't think. The
Oh,
wording is
I'm
dangerous.
so baffled.
I know.
Dude, Chad, I'm gonna be real.
It's
And
so
this
unnecessary.
is a schizo moment right here. This is a schizo moment. This dude likes digging. He loves spending all his fucking chronically online parasocial time, mentally unwell time, digging up on people. I think this motherfucker was trying to search some shit up on me probably, and he couldn't find. Maybe he couldn't
Exactly,
find,
yeah.
allegedly. Maybe he couldn't find my college. He's like, oh, this guy didn't even go to college. What the fuck is that, bro? Huh? Just got doxxed by Saint. You don't have a degree.
Yeah, he has the glue sniffers. And those guys have been doing a poor job recently. And I feel like Saint is also a victim of the lack of performance those guys have been exhibiting. Like they just suck. And they've been putting Saint in very poor places due to their lack of research.
Here's the thing, chat. I've been to college.
Oh!
I think I've seen enough, bro. At the end of the day, chat, look, man, listen,
Here we
man.
go.
Like I told y'all before, bro. My heart is full, bro. My heart is full. I have a community that supports me unwavering.
Hell yeah.
You know, beautiful fucking life, very
Nice.
prosperous. You know, this shit is this is diabolical. It's like a waste of time, bro.
I'm happy for him. Just real quick, I'm just really happy for him, man. Because like I know where he came from and where he's at now. I'm very happy for him, man. Yo, huge W to Smack. Hey, much love to you, brother.
That keeps
You deserve it.
Potentially tuning in is just how far this guy goes to lie. You know, it's like I can't just have
Yeah.
the guy just outright fucking lying, bro. But I feel like the community, at the most part, fact checks him for me. I feel like most people are
Yes.
on his ass for me
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the community, I would say 80% of the community are tired of this narrative consensus creation, and like the way he just goes about patronizing and policing people and in their behaviors and their, the way he goes about it especially is just so wrong and so bad, and people are just tired of that, and they're just fighting back against that particular type of behavior.
But yeah, when I'm in Mexico, I'm not gonna have time to be keeping up with Lord Farquaad over here doing Lord Farquaad shit. I don't think I got time for that. Yeah, CJ, you said you're there for that? Nah, hey CJ, I appreciate.
Yeah, he commented on it. I seriously thought, I was waiting whether or not he was gonna comment on that. Yeah, CJ got, CJ got that, man. You take care, Smack. We got you.
Let's see how much sleep he loses when we make sure not another CN game company sponsors him. Saints chat, by the way. Chat, you don't ever see no shit like that in my chat. Like, bro, damn. Chat always hated you. Oh, I know. They were racist towards you and he did nothing. Chat, PayPal. I've always been aware of that. The thing is, PayPal, I'm not Saint. I don't go on the internet like trying to like make this guy look bad because of how psychotic his chat is.
Yeah, because some people thrive off seeing someone being shit talked, and they can use what the shit talk you're using against that person for they themselves to go and do, because it gives them this weird moral high ground, and they can get these validation points like, yeah, I cooked this man, I'm better than him, I'm him, because their lives are just so hollow. So it's just really sad to see. But anyway, unfortunately, I'm kind of short on time on this one, but I think Smack has also been very clear that ultimately this is just a sad reality in which Saint unfortunately lowers himself to level that are completely unnecessary. I think Saint is fine. He doesn't need this drama. I think he's a successful creator regardless. All he needs to do is maybe tank the metrics that come with reducing some of the toxic side of the way you go about tackling certain topics. And as soon as that happens, you can start redeeming yourself and having newer blood of people that are just more on the majority, because let's face it, the majority are just tired of drama. Like, there's drama fatigue. We like drama from time to time, and even then we want drama that is typically consumer and sorry, we typically like drama that is a consumer and developer more than CC against CC, because CCs are typically these safe spaces that the audience choose to just hang out with and just chill and have a good time, like for peace and everything, and most of the time. But for a lot of audiences, for a small part of the audience that happens to be very loud, that's not necessarily the case. And I don't think we should enable those people anymore. If anything, we should show them the light in order to do better, to work on themselves, to get them out of the hole of the hollowness and the emptiness they are in, and maybe inspire them to do better. And I feel like this is what we all should be striving towards as a community, as CCs especially, for we are the faces of this bitch, and we have to lead by example. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm pretty sure you were trying to do that too as well at some point, but kind of got lost in the sauce. And I really hope you can just get back on track. I do believe you can. Despite everything, maybe I'm not with Saint the persona right now because it's obviously fumbling a lot, but I am with Saint the person. I think you are a good person still when we remove this entire crazy ass persona you have of yourself online. And I feel like if you were to just tap into that more and do that more here in the Saint Tontas persona, I think you can definitely win back a lot of people and have better PR. But I mean, I can hope. I know you're probably not going to do that because of the incentive of the toxicity, what you created, etc. But I mean, I can hope. And I think you can do it too. And maybe look at the trends once you see that they are really, really in the drama fatigue. There's also the incentive of positioning yourself right now, of like taking advantage of people that just want to hang out and chill and everything. But I don't know. I don't know. Everybody chooses their own types of audience in which they thrive under. So yeah, you have this ability to like where you really love to have drama and be toxic. You're really good at that. I understand that you want to keep playing to these strengths, but I feel like your strengths are now becoming detrimental to you, and maybe you should turn down how toxic and how aggressive you are on the internet. I understand it's the internet, it's the environment, you are able to do that, but the way you're going about it to the extreme you are is just a little too much. You might want to go, reduce the amount of salt you're putting on the meal here, because you kind of overcooked it over here. But anyway, that's gonna be my take on what's going on. Huge W to Smack. I feel like the way he went about it is very graceful and very. It's a good reminder of how to properly behave when it comes to this, because ultimately this is all on the internet. This is all just, it doesn't necessarily matter. All right. And yeah, I wish I could stay here for longer, but I also gotta go. So yeah, that was my take. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be seeing you.